guys, welcome to the channel. My name is CeeChronicles and I post fragrance related content on this platform. If you're new, please consider subscribing and joining the family. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I have some news for you guys. We are a few days away from launching our second release, Numéro 2. We are a few days away. We have mailed a couple of these fragrances to some other creators so that they can give you their own input. And if you're new to this channel and you don't know what I'm talking about, myself, CeeChronicles, together with a partner of mine who is one of the CeeChronicles family, established a brand, Maison Perfumes, in 2024, and we did release our first fragrance, Proud Mary, in 2025. You can still pick up Proud Mary discounted on our website in celebration of the second release. Proud Mary Extrait de Parfum is 120 ml. It's an extrait concentration, and Numéro 2 is also of an extrait concentration and it's 100 ml. And just to preempt, it's not doing what Proud Mary is doing. This has a lot of facets. This is, I'm gonna leave it, to you guys when you buy it to tell me your thoughts. And of course, other creators are gonna tell you. Now, to the video of today, I have a couple of samples. So we're gonna start with Maison Alhambra Exclusive Saffron. And this, seen some comparisons of it to Carolina Herrera's private line, Saffron Lazuli. I'm not here to compare it with that because I do not have Saffron Lazuli. But I guess I can tell you what the saffron is doing in this one because it says exclusive saffron, right? So indeed, you are going to get a leathery saffron in this. You are going to get a bittersweet feel of some woods in this. You're also going to get an earthy, kind of embery wrap up to everything in this. There is a feel of iris in here, but it is kind of overshadowed by that burst of saffron that you're going to get as the opening. And saffron in itself does sometimes smell like iris, so it's one or the other. It depends on what your nose is able to pick in this fragrance. But then it gets into this sweetness in the mid, carrying again that saffron, but then picking up a leather, of course a synthetic note in the base. And yes, there is also some spiciness from this fragrance, a little bit of some greenness from this fragrance. Greenness could be an addition of what the tonka is doing, all right? But I wouldn't say this is a green fragrance. It keeps to those woods. It keeps to that earthiness. It keeps to that softness. That's what I like about what the saffron is doing in this. In as much as there are heavyweight notes in this, I think there is also an incorporation of oud. This is a rounded, soft, woody scent with a bittersweet touch about it. I wouldn't say grab this if you're looking for a sweet fragrance. It gives you a bit of both worlds, where it's a little bit sweet, but it also has a little bit of some bitterness to it there. And the florals are not doing much. As I said, do not have that Saffron Lazuli. Saffron Lazuli. I do not have that one, but I am speaking about this one in its own capacity. Good lasting power as well. So if you're looking for something affordable from the Maison Alhambra line, you could try this. And Maison Alhambra is a subsidiary of Latafa. Some of the Maison Alhambra fragrances nail it, so don't sleep on Maison Alhambra. So this is our first one, guys. It gives me unisex, right? But if you don't like woods and you're a woman, then perhaps it's going to be 80% masculine to your nose. It does have somewhat of an underlying Middle Eastern feel about it. So the next one is going to be from Asdaaf, and this is Ameer Al Arab, and this is Imperium. Asdaaf's most popular fragrance, I think, was the Princess of Arabia, or that Al Arab line. Those Princess of Arabia, Prince of Arabia. There was the other Rose one. Those were so good, and I think those are the ones that are very memorable to me when it comes to the Asdaafs. Now, this one is in a similar bottle to those, making it fall under that Ameer Al Arab line, but this is masculine. I remember smelling this multiple times, but I couldn't get myself to purchase it because this to me is a very cologne scented gym scent, to my nose, very masculine, very barbershoppy, clean, fresh. Okay, clean, fresh, masculine. This is a quintessential cologne, all right? Just cut to the chase. I'm not even gonna drop a number of examples there of what this is gonna remind you of or whatever, because if you're into those gym scents, the very clean fragrances, out of the shower fragrances with that cologne appeal, zesty. Something in here is airy. It could have or incorporate the note of mint. I don't know. There is a very airy thing about it that's mentholy, okay? Mentholy to make sure that I do not lose you there. It could also have apple. But it's one of those that honestly I'm so happy to bring to you, but I wouldn't add to my collection even to make up the complete set of the Ameer Al-Arab fragrances. But I find that this type of scent profile is easy, even to blind buy is easy, especially for the men out there that just like a gentleman scent. That's what you're going to get. But the airiness in this, I don't think will make this last that long. I honestly did not give it a good test wear. Every time I've sprayed this fragrance, it's just ended on my paper. So what I'm saying here is not based on skin chemistry or anything, because when it comes to these umbrella, summer, clean, fresh, aquatic, mentholy even type of fragrances, to me sometimes just 1 whiff, 2 whiffs, 3, 4, 5, max, I'm done. I know when I love a fragrance and I want to add it to my collection, and I know when I don't want to bother about it. So this to me does fall under those pretty dumb, easy gym scents. So if you know somebody who doesn't like anything that's too complicated, they just want to smell fresh and clean, this is going to be for them. If you want to blind buy it and you're a gentleman and you love those cologne fragrances, you're gonna love this. Okay, you're gonna love this. It does have another heated thing about it, because it does feel like they were trying to recreate that note of air in this, which to some is going to come across as shampoo or even soapy. So that's it, guys, for the second one, which is Ameer Al-Arab Imperial. Next one, guys, which also happens to be the last one on the lineup, is from the house of Asdaaf again, and this is Ya Habibti. I don't know, for the longest time I was reading that as Habibi, and then I looked it up online and it came out as Habibti, and then I checked my decan and it said Habibti. I don't know, sometimes I just read things the wrong way. I guess we do get like that from time to time. So this is from Asdaaf. This is a beautiful one to my nose. This is a fun, fruity one. It's going to greet you there immediately with sweet citruses. Citruses that come to mind are going to be that tangerine, orange, very ripened orange, that sort of thing. The citruses are coming across as sweet. They're not sour. And that's what hits you there. And as I'm waving it like this, there is a rosy nuance to it. And it is at that point that this fragrance starts to remind me of rave now. I don't know whether it's just me, because I was looking at what others are comparing this fragrance to, and I noticed that there is a drop there for Love Don't Be Shy. And I thought, maybe this is going to be a Love Don't Be Shy / Love Don't Be Shy met Oriana because of the citruses. Because if you have smelled Love Don't Be Shy and Oriana, you will see that the two sort of like in the same fragrance family, but what separates them is the fact that Oriana does use the citruses generously there, but I'm not getting that. I get sort of like a Burberry herb type of thing going on there. That is how the rose in this interprets to my nose, guys. So I don't know, I'm gonna perhaps give it an extended test wear to see what it does, but I am getting that Burberry her kind of vibe, which is something that I got from Rave Now, pink. I'm just gonna spray it one last time, and then just wave it about to see if it changes, but that's what it's doing. And I remember when I wore it on my clothes, I was trying so hard to dig into what he was doing to a point of arriving at maybe something even remotely close, to Love Don't Be Shy and that Oriana, and that's not what I got. I am mostly getting, a Burberry herb, the one in a block pink bottle. That's what the florals end up being. There could also be some fruits that they have used here, strawberries in particular, and I'm just gonna leave it at that, guys. If you're looking for a fun fruity scent, this is very upbeat to my nose. And if you like fragrances like Burberry her, if you love that Rave Now, the pink one, which Lattafa gave us in their Rave line, Rave is also part of Lattafa, Asdaaf is part of Lattafa, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's perhaps a tweaked up version of that scent. And come to think of it, it is pink. Don't know if you can see that. Let me just make sure that my camera darkens there, then you'll see. It is a pink. It is certainly a pink juice, guys. So yeah, that's what I can say about this. I don't get a lot of lasting power in this. Like, I don't get a beast performing fragrance in this. To me, it comes across as gentle, but it does kind of like have a candy accord to it. It's the last one on the lineup, guys. Asdaaf Ya Habibi. Let me know your thoughts on these fragrances if you do have them. You can purchase decants at SWP Health and Beauty. That is Nikki's Purposeful Lives store. She is a fragrance YouTuber here. We can support her by purchasing some decants of www.swphealthandbeauty.com. And remember, guys, to be on the lookout on our website. Our promos on Instagram, on TikTok, and here on YouTube are going to tell you exactly when this drops, but it is certainly dropping this week, and I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on it. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section, guys, where we discuss more about fragrances. Remember to turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.